Alright guys, today I'm bringing you another boss guide in Borderlands 4, and in this video we'll be looking at the boss known as the Battle Wagon. Now this boss spawns at the end of the Ripper drill site, the Lowering March. This drill site can be found within the Stoneblood Forest section of Terminus Range, just here. With it being a Ripper drill site, you're obviously going to have to clear out a few adds before you actually get to the boss. So here he is, the Battle Wagon. He's one of those big elephant beasts. He has a caravan of Rippers on his back, and he's also got Gatling missile launchers on either side. He's got a few attacks, so he did the stamp attack. He can use his guns like so. He can also spray you with whatever fluid that he's infused with, so in this case it'd be radiation. And then he'll also sit down when he gets close to death, and he'll let some Rippers off of his back. During this time, he's actually invulnerable. So yeah, here we go. He's sitting down to let some Rippers off. But yeah, as you can see, you can just keep firing at him as much as you want, and he's not going to die. You gotta wait until he gets back up again. Once you finish the boss, even if you've got a few ads still running around, all you need to do is run back to the entrance of the arena. And when you get here, you'll now have Moxxi's big on-call machine to respawn the encounter. The Battle Wagon has 3 dedicated drops. What I mean by this is that all the items shown in this video can drop from any suitable loot source in the game, but they have an increased chance to drop from the Battle Wagon. First, we have the Bugbear. This is a Torg assault rifle. The red text reads, "So in conclusion, explosions!" And the special ability is Rotary Gun. What this does is it increases your damage up to plus 100% and your splash damage radius up to 200% based on the emptiness of the magazine. You can actually see this in effect just by shooting at the floor. You'll see when you shoot, you've got a fiery explosion, and they get bigger and bigger the lower you get into the magazine. Bugbear will always come in fire element, and it will also always come with the alt fire airstrike. What this does is if you pull your gun out and then switch to the airstrike alt fire, if you hold to charge like a Ripper gun, you'll have this reticle on the floor where you're aiming, and then when you let go, it will launch an airstrike on the location. Second, we have the Finnity XXX-L. This is a Vladov sniper rifle. The red text reads, "As seen on Monday Night Rehabilitation," and the special ability is Pipe and Hot Barrels. As you can see, this has the COV licensed magazine, which means it has unlimited ammo, but it will heat up and eventually break. The special ability actually adds to this, so when you start to overheat, you'll get an extra 2.5 to 4 times the clip. I can show you this in effect now. So when I start shooting, you'll see that it consumes ammo up until it starts overheating. It doesn't. Once it starts overheating, it will just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. That one got up to 70. If I try it again, you'll see at the bottom it says shots fired. This is how many shots since it started overheating. So I got to 73 there. From what I found, it's anywhere between 50 and 80. It very rarely gets to the high 70s, but it can consistently get to 70 to 75. The gun always comes in a fire element. Of the 4 that I've had to drop, it's always come in fire. Third, we have the Completion. This is a Torg shield. The red text reads, "To reach perfection is to cease improvement," and the special ability is Scyther Fusion. I might be pronouncing that wrong. What this does is when the armor shield is full, it will instantly lose an armor segment. So as you can see, I'm currently at 6850, and once I regenerate that next segment, it's going to instantly break. From what I can tell, the shield will always come with some sort of booster. So I managed to get it to drop with power and health. This basically means when it's damaged, it has a percentage chance to drop a booster, whether it be health or damage. The booster ability doesn't seem to drop on the passive shield break. So I've been stood here for a good few breaks now, and I've not had it to drop once. But it does count as a segment break, so if you've got any abilities that rely on segment breaks, then this is where it's going to proc. It's worth noting that when you respawn, the shield will actually stay full, so the only time you'll be able to get the max capacity out of the shield is if you've just died and respawned. As soon as it takes any sort of damage, once it regenerates that last segment, it is going to go into the infinite loop of breaking that last segment. So you'll constantly be sat at around 80% of your shield. It's also worth noting that the shield can drop with any elemental resistance, so I managed to get a shock one here, and I've got a fire one here. That's it for this guide. I hope you found it useful. If there's anything I've missed in this video regarding the boss or any of the drops that I've covered, make sure to leave it in the comments below and I'll pin them. But other than that, see you in the next video.